Hello there, Good Times with Scott here, bringing you another super awesome Minecraft episode. And as you can see, we're once again working on the tree farm building complex. And in our last episode, we worked on some of our pathways, but when I was doing a few test trees to see how things were going to line up, I had to add an extra square on each one of the little planters. So it took me quite a while to reorganize things. But that's what we're going to work on again in this episode. We've got our area out here all ready to go and start getting those little blocks of dirt down. As you can see, I started the pathway where the minecart is going to come through here into the glass cube. And that's where the big tree is going to stick out of the cube. And it's going to go out that way and connect in with the Scarland transportation system. So you'll be able to leave from the main areas of Scarland where we have our desert cubes and tree houses. You'll be able to take the line out here, go down there, into the main tree where we're going to store all of our woods and things we get from the farm. And then you'll be able to get back on the car, make a loop over by where my cats live out there, make a circle, and then back onto the main line of the Scarland transportation system. So everything will be all nice and connected and things like that. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, we're down on the mainland, so let's get started with our project. And let me know if the video quality looks any better in this episode. I've been trying to work on some things to make the quality look a little bit better. And if you notice a difference, let me know, because I'm trying to avoid having giant 2 GB files, because that's about the size a rendered out Minecraft video usually is. But still trying to maintain the quality, of course. And there we go. All right, so we're gonna finish out these pathways that are now a little bit longer or a little wider than the ones we built in the last episode. Because, you know, you don't want to be walking down the pathways here and be hit in the face by a branch. That is never fun. Never fun at all. Alright, so we're just going to come across here like so. And as we're going along here, I have few things to talk about the Minecraft videos. I've got a new, I've always been talking about my new series with Scar World. Been put on hold because of some of the recent events, and so I'm still planning on doing that, but I have a new series that I'm also thinking about doing. So I have a lot of ideas. My head is just spilling over with ideas, but just finding the energy and the time to do things when you keep getting stuck in the hospital is not easy. So one of the ideas I have is playing a new series where I play hardcore. I believe the hardcore ones where you, if you die once, it's all over. So, you'd be all scared and everything. I think it would be kind of fun. So I might start that, and I want to do a video series with my brother, Wally. You remember Wally from Good Times with Wally and Scar. We're going to do some survival and spec ops missions on the Call of Duty. I think that'll be kind of fun because, well, Call of Duty's been done so much, of course, but if you add a little personality and a little pizzazz, especially from Wally, I think those videos can be very entertaining. So there'll be live commentaries. Wally will be going on and on about hilariousness. So actually, I probably should ask him first before I let you guys in on it. I probably should ask him if he wants to do it. So maybe you should leave a comment. You should say, Wally, you should do these videos with Scar. It would be very, very helpful towards my case of having Wally do those with me. What else is there? Well, as I posted my last video last week, I got stuck in the hospital again for 4 or 5 more days. Fortunately, this time, they were still trying to figure out if my PIC line was infected, and they called us back into the emergency room because it was infected. You got to be pretty careful with these things. And so I'm sitting there and I'm just thinking about French fries and going home and playing Minecraft and things like that. I'm not feeling too bad. We're in there. We only waited about 3 or so hours this time, so it wasn't too bad. And they started an antibiotic to try to kill the infection in the line. They pulled the line, and as I was sitting there, I'm like, oh, my hair is very itchy. And it got really bad to a point where I'm like, kind of going insane in my head. I'm like, oh, this is like, I can't even bear this this feeling in my hair. And I looked down at my arms and they started getting little welts all over them. and I was having an anaphylactic reaction to the medicine. So now I'm allergic to three more another medicine to add to my list of these things, and things kind of spiraled downhill pretty quick. I breathing went bad really quick, and they tried to keep me off the ventilator, and they tried to do other things, but it wasn't working because it's difficult for me to come off a ventilator, and eventually there was nothing else they could do, and they intubated me. So that's where they take a tube and they put it down your throat into your lungs, and the ventilator breathes for you because I was becoming unable to breathe because of the reaction to the medicine. So I was in the hospital for another 4 days. After they intubated me, I was able to come off the ventilator pretty quickly, thankfully. I was sent up to ICU for a while, and they took, they eventually got the tube out, but boy, it was kind of, I don't even know the right words for it. It was pretty bad. It was quite an experience, especially that they didn't want to sedate me very much. So once I woke up because they, when they're about to knock me out to place it, I was still conscious. I still kind of knew somewhat what was going on. I knew I could barely breathe and things like that. But when I woke up, they had me lightly sedated where I couldn't move, but I could feel the tube in my throat going down into my lungs, and it was pretty bad. And the saliva was just like draining out of my mouth. My eyes were, I can only explain it as they were neither open nor closed, but I could see these weird shapes floating around, which were people above me and stuff like that. But I'm home. I got over that. I'm breathing on my own, thankfully. And yeah, so I will not be taking any more vancomycin. That's not a good drug. Not a good drug at all for me. It's probably a good drug for other people for antibiotic, but not good at all for me. But I'll probably maybe sometime do like a Modern Warfare 3 commentary where I kind of explain a little bit more about kind of what it's like to have a tube placed down your throat. I don't know. Maybe you guys do not want to hear that. I don't know. Some people might. I don't know. It's an experience. Not recommended. But, you got to do what you have to do. Things go bad. All right. So we're finishing up here on the dirt blocks where our trees will go. And let's see here. We got to do the other side over here, and we'll finish that up. And then if time permits, we'll work on our minecart track, which we need to start working on pretty soon. So, when I go out of here, it doesn't take 10 minutes to walk from this end to the other end of Scarland, which kind of takes a while. Oops. There we go. So hopefully, I'm on the right track here, get my TPN, trying to get my nutrition better and get more energy, not have to keep going to the hospital. It's just like a vicious cycle this last few months. It's not been very nice. I got videos to make. You guys want to watch these videos, so I gotta be making them. There we go. All right, almost done with this. There we go. Almost got our little pattern of trees completed. I think this is going to be pretty cool, especially with that tree sticking out of the glass cube. As I asked you guys in the last video, I asked you guys, hey guys, what do you think? Should the tree that will be right in this area right here stick out of the cube or stay in? And the majority said stick out. So that is what I'm going to go with. And I have a few little things to make it look a little bit better for the people who didn't think it would look good. I have a few ideas on how to make that look a little nicer. And I'm going to pause the video real quick, gather some supplies, and I'll be right back. All right, we're back here, got some supplies, and we are going to add our minecart track so we can get that going here to Scarland Tree Farm Cube. Still haven't come up with a great name yet. If you guys can help me out, much appreciated. Okay, so we're going to have just a vague little line there, and this is going to be the track coming in. So let's say this is going to be powered, these three tracks here. So we're just going to drop some power right there. And I think that should power it enough to go all the way to where the station will be, which is right up here. Oh, and as you can see, this is going to be some decorative trees. And these will not be trees that'll be chopped down. These will be more topiary trees. And I'm going to fill this area in with water. And I'm going to put some flowers on here. So it'll be kind of decorative as you go along the minecart to the tree in the center. So I think that'll be nice. So those won't be trees we'll be farming. Those will be special trees. Okay, so we'll be entering the tree here. So let's say we put one here. And let's see, we'll do it like, I believe like that. I'm just kind of making this up as I go along. So I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to do the power track and how I'm going to stop the minecart and start it. But for now, I think something like this will work, where I can put the minecart here and just push it that way. Use this to stop it. Something like that for now. So let's keep going down here, and we'll dig a little hole under it and put our redstone circuits under there and our switches and things like that in a second. And I believe right here is where we do our power track. There we go. And just go out here just a quick little bit. There we go. It looks like we're gonna have to make a little tunnel and cut down some of this timber up here. All right, there we go. So let's dig down here and get ourselves, oh, nah, I forgot about that. Somebody's just laughing at Scar right now. It's, oh, Scar and his gravel. Ah, shoot, I just thought of that. So I'm gonna have to put the redstone circuit. Wait, maybe if I actually put it, you know, I should have probably pre-planned this. You know, that might have been actually a good idea. Let's see. I definitely goofed this up. Let's see. I don't know if I did this and that. Nah, that's not gonna work either. How are we gonna power that without making it look weird? I may have to ponder this for a little while. I'm gonna have to think about that a little bit. Well, I think that's just about it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you think of somebody that might enjoy this video, send it to them or let them know about it. That'd be much appreciated. And we'll see you later.